I'm about to make a lot of people very mad. The US has over 80,000 pizza spots, and today I'm declaring one winner. We're going to New York, New Haven, and every mom and pop pizza shop that thinks their slice is the best. This is probably going to be impossible, but I've got to try. First stop is
Joe's Pizza. Established 1975, this has been ranked very high on many tourist lists. My co-host for today, Joey Nina, who grew up working at a pizzeria.
I'm basically John's resident Guido to add a little bit of culture to the channel and to give him some tips about New York pizza.
Free plain in a box, please. What do you think of the spot?
It's starting to remind me of my uncle's spot. Old school, a little grimy, but on the good side. My uncle's spot closed like 15 or 16 years ago. I was a kid.
Have you been able to find a spot like it since?
Nah, it's been tough. I mean, everything in New York's so different. It's hard to find that, especially with like the history and family vibes. The pizza itself, it's hard.
And that took about 3 minutes. If you had to put a New York slice into a dictionary, I think that Joe's could be that photo. Now, before we jump in, okay, I gotta ask you, how do you rank pizza? As someone that worked at a pizzeria for so many years growing up.
There's three main categories I look for. Toppings, which is everything above the crust. The cheese, the sauce, is the crust. And then there's the family. There's the history, the style of the restaurant. If there's a no-no or nona involved, plus 2 points.
I have a crazy idea. Today, one of our goals is to find you a new spot that reminds you of your uncle's pizzeria. That's gonna be your go-to.
I have low expectations on the fact that I love my uncle's spot. It really meant a lot to me. Finding something that's gonna match that feel, it's gonna be tough.
We got a good contender to start.
The namesake alone.
Joe as well, yeah.
Done.
You had to throw that in, didn't you?
All right, cheers.
This is your prototypical New York slice.
Thin, crispy. There's not too much on it either.
You bothering my friend? Probably is.
I love New York.
Cheese tastes great. The sauce, it's very standard. Nothing that really stands out like crazy, but we're kind of looking for stereotypical New York pizza, so it's what we expect. Undercarriage, perfect, golden brown, classic. And the storefront, it has a little bit of that grunge.
So we're gonna throw in one more little wrinkle to this video. I got this trophy here, the GOAT, and we're gonna give it to the top ranked spot. I'm gonna be the only one ranking it. Joey has his own criteria here, so we're gonna go 1 to 10. Every spot. I'm gonna start Joe's Pizza off with 7.9. It sets the bar for what should be a really good day of eating pizza.
It's kind of almost too standard for me to really make it feel like my uncle's spot. Like I feel like it needs a little bit more character.
This is not the replacement, not the first spot.
It's not the spot I can really feel like I'm part of the family when I'm there.
When you're here, you're family.
We got Bleecker Street Pizza, which has been ranked by many as one of the best slices in the city. And I have talked these guys up for so many years on my channel.
my absolute favorite pizza in all New York City.
I have not told them I'm coming. I'm gonna hide outside and send Joey in to get my favorite slice, the Nona Maria. Nona Maria slice.
Let's go undercover. Hopefully they have Nona Marias for John.
Oh, shit.
Hey, look, it's John. Thank God he didn't come in here. They would recognize him. All right, so we got those slices coming out. Let's see, where's John? He says he's on the wall like he's famous. Ah, there he is. John looks like the only non-Italian guy on this wall. I need to get my picture up here. John's got a QR code. I wonder what it goes to. Ah, typical John fashion. It brings up an ad on YouTube. All right, so I had them make us a fresh pie, even though this is a slice spot. All right, John, we got 3 Nona Marias straight out of the oven. They're hot.
Now, this is from the owner's grandma's recipe. You got the dollops of marinara, you got the fresh mozz, you got Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, basil. This is one of my all-time favorites. I didn't want any special treatment. They have my video playing, I heard. My photo might still be on the wall.
John's only mentioned that about 17 times that he's famous over here.
What do you think about the Nona Maria?
This is an Instagrammable pizza. If you're a tourist, you post this picture, you're gonna make your friends from Nebraska want to visit. Now that sauce is a punch in the balls.
The owner's Nona had one hell of a recipe.
I think this has the highest quality cheese on a pizza I've ever had, but very chunky sauce. I don't think I've had such a chunky sauce on pizza before.
Can you see why I sent so many of my viewers over the years here? Because it's definitely not like anything they've ever had before.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just got like the most extremes of everything, but it's still a standard slice at the same time.
I like to describe it as a hybrid between a Neapolitan and a New York slice. We got the best of both worlds there, especially with the fresh ingredients. What do you think of the crust, the undercarriage?
It's nice and crispy all the way through. It's not that floppy. Golden brown. It's delicious. I mean, it's not the same as those charcoal and wood burning places. Yep. It's a little bit more of that New York slice. I think that's where the standard New York slice comes in on this, the crust.
Oh, talking dirty to me now.
This would be a repeat slice for me. I would come back for this.
I've thought long and hard on how to rank Bleecker Street Pizza, and the honest truth is I can't rank them. It wouldn't be fair. I think I have too much of a connection to the spot. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. Joey, what would you rank it?
This place was super unique. The family, the friendliness reminded me of my uncle's spot. I could sit in there all day, BS with the guys behind the counter. But the pizza wasn't the same as my uncle's spot. It had a really thick, chunky marinara sauce, which I really like, but it wasn't what I'm looking for.
But what would you rank it 1 to 10?
This place, I would give it an 8.6. Very strong score.
We got John's of Bleecker Street, open 1929. This is the 7th oldest pizzeria in America. Always a line here. Did you know Dave Portnoy from Barr gave this one of his highest reviews ever?
Great pizza, 9.4.
We're gonna have to see if it stands up. Thank you.
Oh yes.
It's sick, I've never been in here.
There's one really important rule here. No slices.
There must be a reason for that. Maybe it's like they want you to sit down and feel family history and look at the paintings and pictures of everybody. Shit.
That was quick. Thank you.
Sir.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Famous for the coal fire oven, which is really, really rare to find in the city anymore. This is so simple. It's just mozzarella and tomato sauce. That's it. This is their classic.
This is like an old world pie. Like this is something that you would see in Italy. Like coal-fired, thin crust. The sauce looks really, really good. It's a nice deep red. Good amount of cheese.
Try mommy's little meatball.
Wow, so you know, sauce on this pie, a punch in the balls.
That was the first thing I noticed, man. Their house-made sauce, incredible, just the right amount of cheese. That coal-fire oven, it's tough to duplicate that effect. Does it remind me of your uncle's spot at all?
Plastic cups that would survive a nuclear apocalypse. Honestly, the interior of this place is like better than my uncle's spot.
I had to use the bathroom, so I had no choice but to leave Joey alone for a couple minutes. But when I got there, I instantly regretted that decision.
So John is a New York City influencer. I know that he would appreciate this. I think I need to etch his name into the chair. Unfortunately, I only have a butter knife. We're gonna have to come back.
John's and Bleecker, not very tough to rank because it's gonna be super high. I'm gonna go with a 9.4. And the other question for Joey, does this replace your uncle's spot for you?
The inside of this place was better than my uncle's spot, but the pizza's just different. It's really, really good. It's probably one of the best, but it's a different style. We're gonna have to iron it out a little bit and see what direction we need to go in. I mean, we could take a road trip to New Haven and maybe try some more styles like coal-fired pizza just like this.
Like right now, I don't have a car.
I had a problem. In order to get to the self-proclaimed pizza capital of America, I needed a ride out of New York. But since I sold my car years ago, I didn't know what to do. That's when Joey pulled up in a Maserati with Jersey plates. I had more questions than answers. Since when was being a James Bond villain an acceptable side hustle?
Dude, did you just buy this car?
No, better. I rented it on Turo.
Here's the real story of how Joey rented this Maserati. I went to Turo, which is the world's largest car-sharing marketplace and perfect for spontaneous food adventures like this. Pick the exact car you want. You can choose from an extraordinary selection of over 1,400 makes and models. The app is so easy to use. Just scroll around till you find what you're looking for, or in Joey's case, something flashy and luxurious. Because who wouldn't want to drive around all day in a Maserati eating pizza? And the best part, easy pickup and drop off. Skip the car rental counter at hundreds of airports in the United States and coordinate with your host through the app. You can even have it delivered to your hotel or wherever you're staying. Click the link in my bio or this QR code right here to plan your next adventure with Turo, perfect for escaping the city or wherever you need to go. Starting the New Haven Pizza Crawl at Frank Pepe's, established 1925. This is the OG. This is the spot that introduced New Haven style pizza to America.
I can't believe it. Joey and Nina convinced the manager into taking us next door to the original Frank Pepe's location. This guy could sell eggs to a chicken.
This oven's been here since 1925.
Since the 1800s.
1800s? Wow.
This is the fire right here.
Coal fire oven. So this could be the most famous pizza oven in America.
Probably.
With the tour over, it was time to try some Frank Pepe pizza.
Oh, it smells so good. Their famous white clam pizza. This has fresh clams, garlic, grated pecorino romano. This is like pizza royalty. For someone like me who's never had New Haven style pizza before, how would you describe it?
It's a little charred. Not everybody's taste, but that's the coal fire. Very thin crust.
It is extremely thin. On my first ever bite of New Haven style pizza, let's rock, man. First thing that hit me was the charred crust. Definitely different than what I'm used to in the city. Clams on top add this nice briny flavor to it, which it's a little strange for me, but I love seafood. What's your breakdown on the cheese?
It's very light, has a protein source. It's good. It's nice to mix it up, not have sauce on every pie.
I never thought I'd say this crust is like melting in my mouth. It's so good. I'm in heaven in New Haven.
Perfect, look at that undercarriage.
Thinking back to your uncle's place, the history, the vibe, what do you feel here?
This is close to a 10 out of 10 on the family scale. The history, Frank Pepe on the wall, 100 years in business. It really does remind me of a family-run business that like I want to patronize.
Joey, we've been looking. Was Frank Pepe's it for you?
You know, the pizza was good, the quality was good, it has family history, but it was a little bit of a novelty pizza for me. This is something that I would have, but I'm not gonna crave it every day. Not like the sitting at my uncle's counter having that slice every day with a Pepsi for lunch. So it's very, very close.
That was one of the most unique and interesting slices I've had in a really long time. I'm gonna dream about that. We'll go 9.3. Just a 2-minute walk away is Sally's, opened 1938. Sal was the nephew of Frank Pepe, so got a little pizza rivalry here. This one does have a line at 12 o'clock. We'll see how quickly it moves. There's no worse feeling in the world when you get to the back of the line and the line hasn't moved and you're still in the back of the line 10 minutes later. It's gonna be worth it, I think.
It's like waiting for a VIP club here.
We waited 30 minutes to get in. It's been 30 minutes here, and we're cool waiting.
All I know is I'm hungry.
I think Joey's about to walk back into the kitchen, just ask for it. Just kidding. We keep getting faked out. The pizza keeps coming and we're so hungry.
The suspense is building.
I'm confident the next one's gonna be us.
If it's not, I'm gonna start eating this table.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This is definitely the longest I've ever waited for a pie in my entire life, but Sally's could justify it. So it's called Sally's Beats. A-P-I-Z-Z-A. That's the Neapolitan way of saying it. What do you think about a beats?
Guys from Jersey and Long Island, we all agree that a pizza it's pizza. The crust looks like it has a lot of character.
Look at that undercarriage.
This is nice. This is really good.
There's some subtle difference to the sauce here that I'm used to in New York. I don't think it's as sweet.
Definitely a saltier sauce than a sweet sauce. The crust is really good. Not as charred as the last one though.
I think I like Frank Pepe's crust a little bit better. The toppings are completely different. That one had no sauce whatsoever. So the cheese and the sauce passes your test.
Yeah, it's good.
One of the things you're looking at here is history. It opened since 1938. I actually really love this interior. It's a lot more low-key than I was expecting.
The wood paneling, dirty aprons, these are what we look for in the family-owned places.
We never actually broke down who this uncle was.
Italian uncles are never really your true uncle for the most part. I think he was my dad's neighbor. The mailman sent the mail to the wrong house and he went to return it. They became best friends and then he became my godfather. I was a kid around the restaurant. My dad would drop me off. It was like daycare. Like the interior of this restaurant screams my uncle's place. But the pizza, it's different. It's not the same.
Time for the pizza rating for Sally's. For waiting over an hour for that pie, it was good. It wasn't great. I'm gonna go with a 7.5. I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't that impressed. We've got 163, opened in 2016. So we're going from the old school to the newer school in New Haven. This one is not on a lot of lists, Joey. How did you find out about this place?
Honestly, I've been to New Haven a bunch of times and I've been to all the staples, Sally's, Frank Pepe's. I found one on Reddit that people were going crazy about. That's not a tourist trap. It's not big on TikTok or Instagram yet. I think we're getting a sneak peek at something really quick here.
Okay, we'll see. Is Reddit's top ranked pizza spot any good? Want to do sweet and salami?
Yeah,
That's something crazy?
Yeah, I like that.
Completely different than the last two spots. Feels like a local college spot, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a spot for locals. I'm really interested to see how the pizza stacks up.
They have one employee just ripping up basil. I love that smell so much.
Hey, John, can I eat this pizza from the sunroof?
You want to eat a pizza inside of a Maserati?
We asked the guy, what's the most popular pizza? And he said the sweet and salami. It's hand-crushed tomato sauce, Genoa salami, fresh mutts, hot cherry peppers, and a drizzle of honey.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't order the breaking my meatballs or breaking my sweet balls. Sounds like your style, mommy's little meatball.
How you doing? This is definitely different than the other ones. It has a lot more character to it. It doesn't have like the same history. I think I'm more excited to eat this.
Look how good this salami looks. This is incredible. It is a wood fire oven in there, not coal fired. It's not one of those 100-year-old ovens.
Still light, but it has a lot more toppings on. We'll see if it balances out.
What did I just say? Funny enough, when we were waiting in line in front of Sally's, a guy drove by and gave it the finger, and then that guy just says, "F that pizza." In New Haven, if you don't like the pizza spot, you hate the pizza spot. And if you like the pizza spot, you love the pizza spot. And I'm really loving this one.
This is really good.
That hot pepper, perfect temperature, salami with the honey. We're mixing sweet, we're mixing savory here. Dude, you finished that already?
Yeah, I need another one. It's lighter, but also still charred. Not burnt to a crisp like some of these other ones where you get a mouthful of charcoal.
This is more of the new school. This is the future of pizza right here, getting creative. Let's talk cheese, let's talk sauce. How you feeling?
This is the closest we've come to a New York pizza. I don't really have any negative critiques for this whatsoever.
If we have to do any comparison whatsoever, I still think I might give the edge on the crust to Frank Pepe's, but everything else here is just impressing the hell out of me. All right, 163 is getting way more than a 1.63 on this scale. Completely surprised. I had no expectations coming in. I'm gonna go with a 9.1.
It's definitely not a substitution for my uncle's old school pizzeria, but the pizza is probably one of my favorites of the day. Doesn't have the same charm and history. If you're just in for a slice or good pie, this is the place to go. Honestly, the variety is something to talk about also.
Joey, why did you bring creatine with you?
The gains don't rest. Pizza, Maserati, and creatine.
Zapardi's open since 1934. They've been open over 90 years. And according to Joey, this is top 3 heavyweight of New Haven.
This is one of those that everybody in New Haven knows about, talks about, and it's a must go to if you're visiting. We have to try it to compare.
Got character. It's getting excited.
They have cool shirts too.
I really like the booth vibe here.
You could hear my knees cracking. You're waiting to get to my age, John.
This spot, of all the New Haven ones, by far, I think has the vibe you're looking for. I could see a young Joey running around here somewhere.
Now we're gonna have to see how it stacks up.
Wow. So this is called the Special. It's one of their classics. It's red pizza topped with mozzarella, mushrooms, and Zupardi's homemade fennel sausage, which has my mouth watering, and they did not skimp on this at all.
This is way more pizza than the last couple places.
This is definitely leaning more on like what you would see in New York, although the crust I'm sure is gonna be very different. It's still thin. This is definitely New Haven.
I need like a fork and knife for this.
And you guys, you tell me in the comments if you agree with the fork and knife move. I would only do this for a true Neapolitan pizza. Otherwise, nah. The cheese and the sauce, just way different in the last few places we've been at. Saltier, tangier, a little bit more what I'm used to on the New York style with that.
Sauce is delicious. Cheese, I think there's too much. The crust is perfect. The one thing I do have to say, talking about the character of this place, they have everlasting plastic cups. The paper plates in those plastic cups is a real tell. One thing I did learn, New Haven pizzerias are not good at fractions. Every slice is a different size. How's it look? What do you think?
You approve?
I do.
Do you want to say anything on our video about how you like this place?
It's not a pizza, it's a beats.
The Beats. Your uncle didn't call it a Beats, you ain't calling it a Beats.
The Connecticut Italians, they're trying to be different. It's not working. John, I'm calling it quits on this pizza, man. I can't even fit in my pants anymore.
Zupardi's was a party, all right. My ranking, I'm gonna go with an 8.0.
It's got the wood paneling, it's got the old plastic cups, but honestly, it was just a little too heavy, a little too cheesy. I think we need to go check out a couple more spots, maybe back in the city.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Cue the music. I have this insane goal this year to reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and if you can help me get one step closer by subscribing right now, I would appreciate it so much. What did you want to say?
Follow me on Instagram too.
Follow him on Instagram. We thought we had this whole pizza tour planned, and when I saw Mama's 2 has a new location in the West Village, they're ranked one of the top pizzas in the city because of their Upper West Side location. We looked through the window and we couldn't believe how fat these square slices were.
The pepperonis in there were the size of a fucking plate. We have to try this.
This is the longest line I think we've seen all day in the city.
If we told them John Barr is coming, maybe we can skip it. Are we having any vodka slices today?
No.
I'm gonna get that done. I think you have to get the angry no.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Angry Nona. This is totally Joey's idea. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Talk about Instagram pizza.
People are walking by and just oohing and eyeing at this. I read that it's half Roman style, which is closer to Sicilian. Look at this guy's eating. Just do your thing, man. Do your thing. I quit.
Dude, this
I
is like
quit.
smoky vodka. This is good. See, if this slice weighs 2 pounds and I weigh 200 pounds, after I eat this, I'll be 1% pizza.
If you thought the Nona Maria was bold, this will knock your balls off.
I think I just found my catchphrase by accident.
You need like 10 napkins for this. Thank you, James.
Wait, who's that?
James got faked out. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Sorry, I had to steal a piece.
So you talked about the cheese sauce. What do you think of the crust?
The crust is good. I mean, it's a very fluffy Sicilian. It's airy, crunchy, really good, but holy shit, it's a fucking mess.
There's a score that's coming to mind, 8.8. And I may have to go back and try some more to get that over a 9. A complete surprise. I have to ask, is this your uncle's replacement?
No, this is as far away from my uncle's spot as possible,
Yeah.
but this is a place that if you pass by like we did, you can't stop yourself from going back in.
All right, we've got L'Industrie Pizza, opened in 2017 in Williamsburg. The Infatuation has called this the best slice in New York, and Mr. Joey Nina's never been there before.
This is one of the few that I've heard of, but I haven't had the chance to get down here.
Well, we're about to get down. Let's do it.
Here we go.
The interior of this place felt like Grand Central Terminal, but they did have a message to New Yorkers I could get behind.
I need to grow extra fingers right now just to balance all this. I think that might be the most beautiful slice I have seen in the video so far. It's literally a work of art.
You know, I don't want to shit on Joe's, but this is like the most elevated Joe's pizza I've ever seen.
That's one way of putting it. Joey has been the most creative about outdoor table setups. What would you call this?
This is a shanty.
Joey, I feel like I'm gonna get a splinter from this table, but if I don't, that'll be a bonus. What do you think looking at this? This isn't your uncle's.
It's almost like my uncle's, but with a little pizzazz on top, so we'll see.
It's interesting because you take that bite and you get a little bit of the burrata on top. So you got the mozzarella, you got the sauce. He doesn't even want to describe it. I've noticed that about Joey. If he really likes pizza, he eats, and then he talks about it later.
That's my problem. I forget that we're filming, I get fucking hungry. This is good. It's flavorful. I think you're right though. Burrata on pizza might not be the most traditional thing. It worked well for a reason.
I'm like 3 bites deep, and I've had this before, and I'm finding very little issue with this pizza. The dough is incredible, good basil. Crust though, what do you think?
Crust is great. I mean, no complaints. Nice and crunchy, crisp, golden brown. The character and the family history in there, I don't think it really exists because it's such a new spot, but like you said, 0 complaints. This is near perfect in every one of those pizza categories, but we're just missing a little bit of that character.
I think I'm gonna give them 9.5.
A lot of heavy scores today, John. They're all so different. It's hard to compare. They're all like, knock your balls off.
Knock your balls off.
Are you disappointed we haven't found a replacement for your uncle yet?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I came out with you all day today trying, God knows, not 8, 9, 10 pizza spots, and we haven't found it.
Well, Joey might not have found a spot yet, but L'Industrie is officially taking my top spot for today.
I got one last spot for you. That's in Brooklyn, okay?
Brooklyn, that's far. Not as far as Connecticut, so I'm down.
Luigi's in Brooklyn for last. Take it from here. Tell me what you feel when you walk in.
Wow, the wood paneling. You see the old menu with like the Coca-Cola thing that's probably from the 70s? I have like goosebumps.
Let me go introduce you to Gio.
Hey John, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
Got someone for you to meet. This is Joey.
Gio, I've heard so much about you.
How you doing, brother?
This place is amazing. Food looks good. I can't wait to try it.
What are you feeling back here?
Dude, this is my uncle's place, just like reincarnated. Old school, old tables, old copper ceiling. I can almost smell the years of cheese that's been through this oven.
Dude, I'm getting goosebumps because you're getting goosebumps.
Dude, I love this.
I'm getting excited because of you. This is amazing.
My father right there.
Right here?
1961, making pizza.
Wow.
It was 15 cents a slice, 2 for a quarter.
I can't believe how well Gio and Joey hit it off. I swear this is the first time they've ever met. You can't make this stuff up. Any moment now, Joey's gonna ask Gio to be his godfather.
Fresh mozzarella. This is my favorite one here.
You know my favorite part? Gio doesn't give a He makes the classics. He makes what is traditional his own way, and you like it or you don't.
This is like this for a dying breed. It's easier to find the wild slices now in New York because that stuff is trendy. But this has been around since 1973. Almost every time I've ever come here, Gio has been here.
Gio looks like he eats, lives, and dies by his pizza.
Grandma?
I love a good grandma slice. Wow.
What have you thought about the cheese and the sauce?
It's exactly the same. This is what he would make. Paper plates, the wax paper.
How's the crust been? It's great.
So crisp, very airy, fresh. It has good crunch. There's no flop. I'm not worried about making a mess of myself.
Joey, I thought you would vibe with the spot, but Gio practically hired you to work here.
You guys can go back to the city on your own. I'm staying here.
Is this what we were looking for?
The cheese, the sauce, the crust, the story. This hit every bullet point on my list. Bro, I don't even know what to say.
I'm gonna give you a hug. I want to give you a hug. I like the story.
Gio was the best, man. He was my uncle.
I have one more surprise. Remember what I ranked Lindustry? Because of everything that just occurred, Luigi's is now a 10. They win the GOAT Award.
Oh.
They're winning the GOAT Award for the day.
I bet that pizza pick was controversial, but maybe not as controversial as the time I compared $13 to $395 Italian food. Watch this video next.